What's going on? This is Sully from WC Gaming, here to talk about the Call of Duty Vanguard Alpha. Sledgehammer Games is back in the mix with the latest installment of the Call of Duty franchise. If you remember, Sledgehammer Games led the project back in 2017 titled Call of Duty World War II. Surprise, surprise, we're back in that era. Are we going to be asked to pay $60 for an updated version of that game? Only time will tell.
Sometimes you need a job done. Maybe you've got to stop a madman or win a war or even save the world. That's when you call the professionals. They do it right. They do it quick. They do it dirty. Because if there's a job to do, professionals are the ones who get it done. Welcome to Champion Hill.
This past weekend I took part in the Vanguard Alpha. During the event, the only game mode that was available was a 2v2 tournament dubbed Champion Hill. Typically I lean towards the Battle Royale format, but I see this game mode having a lot of potential in the future. Throughout the sequence, your team is paired up against a random squad, and you're dropped into a map that feels a little bit more roomy than your typical 3-lane map. As you kill your enemies, you gain cash. Cash can be used mid-round to upgrade your weapons, or stockpiled for use at the buy rounds. During the buy rounds, you can hop crate to crate to buy weapons, equipment, perks, and support items. Between the format of the tournament and the various strategies for cash management, I see the strategy-oriented game mode being popular in esports shortly after the release on November 5th. In the alpha, we also got our first look at the game's interactive environment and textures. In this first example, we can see that shooting the tires of vehicles will actually make them go flat, slightly lowering the vehicle. While this is a minor change, it's an update to the Call of Duty franchise. Next, we have destructible materials. These materials can be shot through to allow for new sight lines, or meleeed for access to vantage points and flanking opportunities. The materials are a nice touch, but they need some fine tuning. Bullets will blast away these materials with ease, and while sprinting, you can do your best impression of the Kool-Aid Man, just sprinting right through what feels like paper mache. While these destructible materials will need some work, I think that the feature will be well received and is necessary to compete with Battlefield 2042. Materials and ballistics also received a change from what you would expect in the Call of Duty franchise. Barriers allow for much more bullet penetration, so you'll have to be selective of the cover you take. Pieces of your cover can be easily blown away to expose your position, and bullets will pass through your cover like a hot knife through butter. This mechanic will need a tweak for sure, as some of the material types were a little bit too easy to penetrate. But I do like the increased bullet penetration, as it adds a feel of realism and an element of strategy to the game. One feature I was looking for during the alpha was a FOV slider for console. This feature was not available during the alpha, but I'm hopeful that a FOV slider for console will be implemented at release, and not only available in Vanguard, the multiplayer, but also in Warzone. As you may have heard, Vanguard is being built on IW8 by Infinity Ward, which is the same engine that is used for Modern Warfare. While this is great news, I think that people have the meaning of it a little bit twisted. This does not mean that everything's going to be a straight rip-off of Modern Warfare. This means that we're going to see similar physics, lighting, sound characteristics, and things of that nature. I felt that movement and gun behavior was different than that of Modern Warfare, and honestly that's a good thing. It's a new game with a new developer, it shouldn't be exactly the same. Aside from the adjustments to the breakable materials and bullet penetration, I did find one issue during the alpha. On occasion while aiming down sight, I would be tipped off to the position of the enemy players through the walls. This is likely attributed to the new materials being in the game. Now this wasn't exactly a game-breaking bug, and to be expected during the alpha, I'm sure it's going to be fixed by the time the game's released. Lastly, I found the graphics to be a little bit lackluster. This is a next-gen game for next-gen console. I was hoping for something a little bit more striking. Granted, it's the alpha, but as I said before, only time will tell. Back in 2017, when Sledgehammer came out with World War II, it wasn't the best received in the franchise. Why are we going to revisit that same era in Vanguard? I personally would like to see something more in line with the Vietnam War. Jungle warfare, intricate tunnels, I think there's a lot of potential there. It just confuses me to revisit the same game that you put out in 2017 that didn't really go over that well. But anyways, who the hell am I? For this last segment, I'm just going to leave you with a good round of gameplay. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. This has been Sully from WC Gaming. Happy hunting. Back and forth between
Your
games.
team has a whole bunch of lives. Lose all your lives and you're eliminated. Last team standing wins.
Alright.
Grab some gear at those buy stations. Take out opponents, get cash. Easy.
The bar.
You can also grab... Fight ain't over yet.
I should have just shot.
Careful there, you got under 10 lives left.
The one thing that they're gonna fix it, but for right now it's a little messed
You
up.
got 10 seconds.
You can see players through the wall if you're aiming at the wall. You get a little the red marker indication over their head.
Enemy took your lives.
Which is not ideal. And it seems like most surfaces out here are
Careful there, you got under 10 lives left.
pretty soft.
You got 10 seconds.
You can tell for a win.
That's it. Take their lives.
It's starting to rain outside.
Resupply and stock up.
After getting, oh shit, I only have enough for one. After getting a weapon off the bat and upgrading your gun, the best thing next to do is get some perks. If he's behind me, I'm pissed.
You got 10 seconds.
Both left side. Can't think. They're both coming from your right. Ooh, ripped.
Enemy took your lives.
Damn. Still in it. I don't really understand the importance of winning each round. It kind of seems
Well,
like
here's
you're
your
in it
chance to
until you lose all
resupply.
your lives, so. I might have to test that out.
You got 10 seconds. We're done here. Stretch your
Nice
legs.
job, buddy.
That's it. Take their lives.
Need that.
Bloodthirsty.
Let's go, baby.
One life left. Give it your all.
A lot of the materials are very soft in this game. Everything seems like you can shoot through it, which is, I mean, it's nice. Good shit. Good job, guy.
Smoke them if you got them.